Mispa was saying, we are really passionate about this because these are our people. These are our brothers and sisters, our mothers, our parents.
So we can say it on the, the commentary.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think this this issue has affected almost every family. Near, far, it has touched every one of us, and so we take this really passionately, and it's like really personal to every one of us because this thing has touched every family, I would say, in one way or another.
Oh yeah.
I remember that the story they told us during Mama's anniversary in Pennsylvania.
And this is like a full-time job for us.
When
There you go.
when
That's
sister
Full-time job for
mentioned-
us. We get up every morning and we think of
My
ways
goodness.
to make these
You
people's
don't put me
lives
for
better.
troubles in this.
And Miss Pa here, she is one of the backbones behind
No,
this.
I'm
Don't
not.
mind her.
I'm not. I'm
She
not.
is.
I just.
She is one of the backbone. And
She's the architect.
we have a dedicated
of thought.
team. We have a dedicated team. Yes.
Bottom line.
Hey, Mr. Alem, his energy. I like that energy. The last conference call, he was just going and going and going. And I'm going to ask him tomorrow how his committee is doing. The development and
You're not gonna ask me
resource
today?
mobilization. Not today. He can put me on the spot on videos.
Yeah, tomorrow I like to put people on the spot.
Yeah, so I will not
Not
hear
to
asking
be put on the
today.
spot.
No, this man can
Yeah.
handle it.
I'm just imagining my sisters in the bush. Like one of our sisters said a few weeks ago, what they use when they are on their periods. They use grass. They use
Leaves.
Yeah, and they get
That's awesome.
infected,
Yeah.
and then they get to these strange lands where they don't even know
Anybody.
where to get help. Some are dying. Some are just like our president just said that we have a case whose leg has been
Oh, man, this
amputated.
woman.
We don't know what actually happened when she
Yeah.
was running away and in the bushes and how she got
Yeah. And she had
So
nowhere
it's,
to come to.
something to be
She just
passionate
saw her
about,
leg.
something to be sad about,
Get to
something.
that point.
We are here eating what? Soya.
Yeah.
At what
And they are
time of
out
the
there.
night?
Yeah.
At what time of the night?
And
You
they're
know?
out there. We
Yeah.
don't even have good water to drink.
I know. As guilty as this may be, we also need to get the energy.
That's right, to do what we have to do.
No, I'm just saying that they don't even have good
I
water.
don't know where that
So,
is
No,
going.
recently we had the video, I guess the UN celebrated World Refugee Day, and we just saw how sad the situation is and how there is so much need for us as a people to wake up and help and take care of our people. I think as Cameroonians, we've had a very stable country over the years, and we've never experienced the ravages of war.
Yes.
And now this has dawned on us because most of us don't know what it means to volunteer for organizations that provide relief, and now we're learning. And hopefully this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, you don't want anybody to experience that, but we are learning a lot, and we're learning that if we don't take care of our people, nobody else will.
Exactly.
And that we are all brothers and sisters connected in one way or another. So these are our people, this is our work, this is our thing.
And this
We
is the
ca-
time.
And this is the
Yeah.
time. We cannot be counting on the UN
Can't wait.
to take care of these refugees. I mean, there are so many refugees in the world. How can the UN divide themselves? We need to take the resources that we've been given and give back to the community, and
The
to
community
whom
that
must
raised us.
yes, the community that raised us.
Blessed us with what we are today. The stability in Cameroon got us to where we are, that we're now in the diaspora, in stable lives, stable professions. This is the time to reach back and just lift someone up.
Yeah.
It takes one to change the trajectory. I call it the trajectory of a bloodline by helping one refugee and that refugee's child. You change the storyline. You see, I call it change the trajectory of a bloodline.
That's right.
From that refugee, their children and grandchildren will be forever changed. But if we do nothing, you see, that is the signal.
that
If
action.
we do nothing,
That is not an option, really.
action.
It's not.
So it is a call to
yes.
all of us.
And again, there's nothing as beautiful as giving back.
Yes.
There's nothing as beautiful as giving back. And again, I'm calling on all of us to everybody out there. We can be doing what we are doing, but if that higher power out there doesn't support us, we can't go anywhere. So in as much as we are going out there to dip our hands down in our pockets, let's not forget to put our knees down and pray. That God should help us with this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this again is not a one-man thing. It's not a few people's thing. It's a community thing.
It's our thing.
And
that's
why we're involving everybody.
It is not for praise. You know, it's not to stand out and show how great one is. At this point in time, we just need to reach back and lift someone up. That's all it is. Just to reach back, lift someone up, because this is the time for it. If not now, then when?
As a matter of fact, I saw one family in Nigeria. They had to trek 4 hours just to come get foodstuff. 4 hours. So you can imagine the desperation, the hunger. You look at these little kids, they're looking at you and they want you to do something. It is so hard to come back and forget about them. That is why we have to keep doing what we're doing. We have to go back and bring some hope. And that's what our slogan says, sustaining hope for a brighter tomorrow. Because we look at them and we tell them, we want to make your life better, the best we can. And we're hoping that the community at large would join us to make us achieve this hope for these people. Because that's all we have, hope.
Yeah. I think we see what hope can do. Hope can galvanize. And just hope can sustain you. Hope, when you have hope, you stay alive.
Yeah.
When you lose hope, it doesn't matter how much resources you have. When you lose hope, you lose everything. And so by sustaining hope for a brighter future, which CRRI, I mean, that's part of what we do, sustaining hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Yes.
That is all we can do. And so the resources and what we're asking people to join the train, just join us, so we can
make a big difference.
And this will be an ongoing project for years, because yes, if our country, Cameroon, gets fixed tomorrow, if everything goes well, these people will want to go back home and they will need to be rehabilitated.
Yes.
They will need support, and we should be there with your help to continuously give them that support that they will need to resettle in our homeland.
And that's one of some of the things that we have as CRRI. We are planning to go into rehabilitation at some point to bring these people back. The training we're giving them, we're planning to give them, is also to prepare them for normalcy, whatever that is. And hopefully with the training, we're going to facilitate, try to place them in jobs, and eventually when the war ends, they have to come back to some kind of settlement. They will need help to, to settle somewhere.
And again, if you look at it this way, if you're helping one person out there, don't look at it as a person, look at it as a destiny. Then one person will drop, and destiny drops. So by helping somebody, you're helping the destiny. And so many souls are attached to that person to go attain their own destiny. So it's a kind of a multiplier effect.
Yes.
So don't just look at the person. Look at that person and what that person can do to other person. So that's our mindset in this, and that's what makes us stand out.
This is Jessie Tankian, aka Chief S, representing CRRI, a community refugee relief initiative based in Delaware. I am here with the globe in front of me, and there is one reason I have this. Just wanted to point out how many countries we have around the world and how many resources the world itself carries, but yet in the 21st century, many, if not almost everyone, goes without enjoying a quarter of those resources that are spread all over the globe. My focus here actually is Cameroon and Nigeria. These two countries seem to be so close when you look closely at the map, but in reality they're not. In reality, they have different cultures, they've got different ideologies, they have a setting, their community settings are completely different, their mindsets
on how they carry out their daily activities. It's so different. But in this case, it is rather unfortunate that we have many Cameroonians who have fled to Nigeria for refuge. As welcoming as Nigeria has been, it can never be home. It can never be home for this displaced women, the displaced men, and their children, some of whom have lost so many. And for all of them, by no reason of their making, have been forced to flee away from their own comfort zone, which is their home Cameroon. CRRI is out to help some of these refugees find normalcy. And normalcy sounds cliche, but I think it's something that we're out to make sure that the young boys and young girls, women and men who have been displaced to have good health. We're setting up vocational training for them in different areas, sewing, hairdressing, carpentry, welding, and all that. It is our plea out there that when you hear of this plight, it is advisable that you chip in your widow's mite to help those people, because we're all Cameroonians at the end of the day, and we're just so blessed and fortunate that we find ourselves in a country where we could freely express ourselves. And I can just imagine, I cannot even think of what would have been of our faith if some of us were still based in Cameroon at this very crucial moment. So I'm using this opportunity to beg you guys, to ask you guys to chip in. As little as it is, it goes a long way to help a child, a woman, a girl, a man who has been displaced from their comfort zone and home Cameroon. Thank you very much.
And what we're paying attention to actually is the psychological and emotional support, because we know that when people are displaced, be it internally or refugees in a foreign land, that there is emotional trauma.
Yes.
And the medical committee has put that as one of our top priorities, to take care of the trauma. We're doing the physical health, but the mental health and the spiritual health is also very important. So we have partnerships on the ground,
Right.
other charities that we're trying to cultivate a relationship with, so that way we can at least be aware of the psychological trauma and the emotional trauma, so we can take care of that as well.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. That holistic approach is the way to go, because these people are suffering from untold trauma, call it physical, psychological, and so.
Yeah, talking about trauma, our experience in Nigeria this year was really an eye opener. You meet so many of them, you ask them, where's your mother? They don't know where their mother is. Where's your father? They don't know. The last time they saw them was like 2-3 years back in Cameroon. They fled. They don't know where their parents are. They don't know if they're alive or dead. So it can be so traumatizing for a child not to know where their parents are. And they're there with their big sister, who is just 16 herself, and she's in charge of taking care of this 4-year-old. So you can imagine the trauma that sister who is in charge of this little 4-year-old is going through, let alone the trauma of that 4-year-old who doesn't know where their parents are. So it's really traumatizing all around for all of them. So we really have to see how we can help.
Or the young people who do not even know what age they are, because documents did not flee with them when they were fleeing. And so there is just this outcome. It is traumatic. It is trauma. Not knowing who you are, what your full name is, what legal paperwork, birth certificates.
Correct.
So we're doing our best. We're meeting people where they are.
Yeah.
Where they are, and trying to sustain their hope today, hoping that tomorrow might be better. But as of today, we're just trying to make sure that we can just hold on to them and they can hold on to us.
Yeah. Talking about our patient, the one that just had the leg amputated, she did not know how old she was. That is telling you how what our people have gone through. The lack of education, the lack of basic necessities, and she, at that level, she doesn't even know how old she is. That gives you a level of her illiteracy, and that is why her leg went to that level. She did not even know better, and fortunately we met her at that point where we could save her leg and hopefully save her life. It's,
And again, the project might look very huge, but every little amount counts. So don't minimize your $20, don't minimize your $5. Whatever you have, whatever comes from your spirit is gonna go a long way. That's this mission. So
and we want to thank the community, the volunteers, our members. These people are putting in their 110% every single day. They get up in the morning, they talk CRRI. I remember talking to in the morning, like you get up, the first thing I go on WhatsApp, I'd see what is new, what are the updates, and then I'll see some of my members are already up, and then I will send messages trying to follow up what is going on, and that is what we've been doing, and that's what we'll continue to do, because that is the least we can offer. We are here, we are comfortable, we get up, we go to work, we come back, we go to our beds, and these people are in the bushes. They haven't eaten for the last 1 week. They don't know when the next meal is. Their kids are hungry. You know, it's just horrible. So it is so difficult to find somebody who will be uninterested in this. It's just plain, I don't know how to describe it. There's no word to describe that. So we're calling on everybody. This is our people. We have to help them. It is us. We cannot count on the United Nations. Went to Nigeria, there are over, from what we've heard, about 80,000 refugees. At the time, the United Nations was taking care of just about 7,500 refugees. And by taking care of them, we're talking about $20 a month. That is what they were getting. And the rest of them were fending for themselves. So they are counting on you and I to step in and do something for them. So it is very important that we keep this going. It is very important that we step in. And no amount is too small, $5, $10, whatever you can afford, it will go a long way. So keep donating.
And if you feel moved, please share, because in the age of social media, sharing it with Cameroonians, Africans, sympathizers, it doesn't matter what nationality one is, share it with people you respect, share it with people you love. Because at the end of the day, we are the world, this is humanity, and anything that lifts up a segment of humanity lifts up everyone. And so share this message, share the video, share it with people you know, and as my board member said, any amount goes a long way.
Yes. One important thing too is to make it very clear that CRRI is non-political. CRRI is non-political. We don't have any religious affiliation. We are all for humanity. As a matter of fact, we have people in the group who have very opposing political views, but we have come together because we all agree that humanity should take precedence over everything else. And that's one thing that we are doing at CRRI, and we are proud that we can put our political differences aside and step in for humanity to uplift these people, because that's one thing that is common, we can all agree on.
And to add to what they're saying, just please visit the website. You will have an idea of what has been done and what actually has been planned to be carried out in the years or days ahead. CRRImissions.org. That's the website. You can go there for more information, more videos, more pictures on what has been highlighted here. You can donate on that website, and again, it's tax deductible.
You can donate with PayPal, credit card, debit card. You can do all that on the website. So thank you for your donations. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for partnering with us. Thank you for your support.
thank you.
So we are in this together.
We are.
Yes,
We are.
teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Work.
So
Yeah.
as a team, we lock hands and we're gonna solve. We're gonna make it work. It's
Yes.
gonna happen.
Yes.
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
In my language, they say "Mokongte Nkara."
In my own, they say a community and cover.
Yes. That's in Malcolm.
That's how cool. Wait, is that dream what? Is that dream what makes a
No,
dream?
cap.
No, say money, say love.
That's
love
love
is
is
more than money.
More than money.
Yeah.
Love is better
And
than
when
money.
you do things
What
together,
about
you have
dreamwork
them
maybe?
together, it's difficult to.
So first we need to pull it out.
No, that
So
was the
cap is cap universal.
Yes.
Right, cap is cap.
Cap. If it was cap. From cap.
I think it's there from
I
cover.
think even in America we understand what cap is.
I know
Cap.
everybody understand cap.
That one word is all different in cap.
We need a cap to make these things work. We need to empower these people. We need to empower
Yes.
those children who will not be taking food, medications, and all that to them every time.
Right.
We need
And
to be
we
able
are
to
Teach
Family
them how to
generation.
fish.
Not only this generation, but a generation yet
teaching
unborn.
them how to
At the
fish.
end of the day, we're in this together. So I'm gonna speak to the mammies and the papas out there. Mammy, as it is, so people they suffer. Our mom I know say we did for this time for one man country, we never forget we now. So we dey talk for people, make them try give small money as they can cap small money, small dollar, because we go sell them, make them treat wounds, make them buy medicine for sugar, for high blood pressure, anything. More than also, we never forget winner.
Yes.
We dey think about winner, we dey pray for winner
Every
all
day.
every day. Say as when this palaver happen so. Now so God don't touch people their heart for this side. They dey send small money. They say RRI dey so. Any money where they send, no man of the chopper. We look am carefully. We dey write am for book. All man know how it pass. So when we send and say may help people, they truly help people. So I say my talk for continue talk with all man understand. Say as it dey so, we dey here and say this palaver will not happen. So we know it not matter for some people come up, we dey different. Then we know say this particular palaver dey so it touch we all.
That's right.
So we send with prayers. Anything we not receive, more not receive am with two hands. Anything we dey send and two, we dey send and make God with all we have. So as soon as they take am, more than they take am, make it. He feed we na may help we na. So now all that me I don't talk.
Talk fine talk.
Talk fine talk.